It's finally time to unbox the PS5 Pro. For those that have unboxed a PS5 or a PS5 Slim, which is probably most of you, it's not going to be a huge surprise what's in the box, but we have a DualSense controller, which is just the same one as the original one that released, a HDMI 2.1 cord, a USB-C cable, a power cable, and the stand that comes with the PS5 Pro is a little bit different, so these are the horizontal legs that come in the box. Obviously, there's an instruction manual and a safety guide, nothing too crazy here outside of the ordinary. So let's go ahead and get the PS5 Pro out of the box. The thing that was immediately noticeable to me is that it's a lot lighter than the original PS5, even though it's quite similar in size. Obviously, when comparing it to the PS5 Slim, it is a tiny bit heavier, but it's definitely a handful in a good way. The thing that's new to the design here is the racing stripes on the side, which I really like, to be honest. On the front, we now have two USB-C ports, just like the Slim, so no USB-A on the front. And on the back, we have two USB-A ports, Ethernet, HDMI, and your power cord as well. So yeah, essentially, if you want USB-C, you go to the front. If you want USB-A, you go to the back. So these are the new horizontal peg legs that I was talking about. These are included in the box, and I actually think they're a huge improvement to the PS5 stand that came with the original PS5. I think it's a lot more solid. You can see that they go in, they don't move, they don't slip slide around. That's something I really hated about the original PS5 stand, and I've been using these in the Slim for ages and absolutely love them. They stay in, they don't go anywhere, and they keep your console in place, which is exactly what you want. Another major design difference that I noticed straight away is that the faceplates are now all matte. On the Slim, they were too matte and too glossy, but now they're all matte, which I much prefer. I don't know why they don't have that design in the Slim. I really prefer what's here. As Sony confirmed before launch, the top two faceplates are not interchangeable, so you can't use the Slim ones on the top, which is sad because the black looks really nice. There is a slight difference between the size. Obviously, there's some internal differences with how the fan dissipates air as well, so there does seem to be a legitimate reason for this, and I'm fine with it at the end of the day. The other component that comes over from the Slim is the removable disk drive. So the PS5 Pro, as I'm sure you're all aware, doesn't come with a disk drive. You can't buy it with one. You can buy one separate for $160 Australian. I've used it on the Slim. It's a really cool connector that sort of goes straight into the little port there and clips in and out really easily. So it's a great design if you can get your hands on one and want one. On the top, you've got your SSD port, again, fairly similar to how it is in the Slim. You can see on the top left there, like that is the new fan design that stops that plate from working. Another element that Sony have brought over from the Slim is the vertical stand. This actually works with all PS5s, including the fat original PS5. Again, I personally love this stand. I know it is an added $50 AUD on top of the console, but I think it's a huge improvement on the original stand, both in how it looks and the design. It basically just screws in with a thumb screw. There's a place for the original little button that sits in the bottom of the console to go into the stand. I think it looks really classy. It looks fantastic with the console. Even with the original PS5, which I've done videos on in the past, it's a big improvement to that stand, which was fine as an inclusion, but yeah, this is really premium and worth the price if you're someone that displays your console. That's all I can show you at the moment, but here is the PS5 Pro next to the PS5 Slim and the original PS5. I think the PS5 Pro is a really great mix of both of them design-wise, and I can't wait to show you more on the disk drive and how games run on the PS5 Pro, so subscribe for more.